Hello guys, so just a cheeky after work pop down, and I'm glad I did. It's not, I mean, it's warm today, like high 20s, Wednesday the 8th maybe, something like that, 7th, 8th of August. Let me spin you around, everything's looking so I'm probably going to just take the rest of them onions now. The parsnips are starting to fall over. The leeks look really thirsty. Potatoes are coming to an end. Beans are looking really drab, thirsty as you like. All the old strawberry plants are drooping. They even got a bit of drooping at the back there. This is pretty well watered in this. It's not actually looking too bad. They've all got little watering pots, but over here is looking really sad. Potatoes look like they're thirsty. This ain't good, look. Drooping. Tomatoes all got limp. Yeah man, come and look at these courgettes, everything's double thirsty. It's been 4 days. I come down Saturdays. It's been 4 days. I mean, I'm not sure that will recover from that. That's looking proper sad. Look at that. Yeah, we have had a little bit of rain as well, but the ground is so, I don't think it's soaking in. It's just running away. So there's a few bits to harvest. There's some cucumbers, some courgettes. I'm going to take them onions. Got some tomatoes, some raspberries. So I'm going to take some bits. I'll tell you what I did just do though. I'll scrape back the soil on one of the parsnips. Just to have a look. Do you want to see? It's so good. This is the first year. It's the first year I've even got them to bloody germinate, let alone grow them. Look at this. Right, let's go back to the one that I had. So I just went to one in here, and I thought I'll scrape back, and I was going down, I thought, oh, I can't see nothing. And then, look at the size of that bugger. That's gonna be a big, cover it up. Sorry parsnips. I'm looking forward to that. So, oh mate, how the bloody hell am I supposed to tell which ones are the Swede? I mean, I'm assuming they look like little brassica. I've never grown Swede before, you see, so, but I'm assuming, like, most brassicas come out of the ground looking the same, don't they? I just can't tell. I don't know. I mean, how am I supposed to bloody... This compost is a nightmare. Oh dear. Anyway, I better get some water on some of this stuff. I won't bore you with that. I'll let you know what I've picked. Right, it's actually the next day, because I got so carried away yesterday with watering and then harvesting and then getting home, I didn't even pick the camera back up. So you didn't see any of what I did yesterday or what I picked, but I did pick a few bits, and I did remember when I got home, so I took some photos which I'll pop in now. So I come back because everything looked so terrible I wanted to come back and water again today. Everything has picked up from the watering 24 hours ago, so let's spin you around. They look much better. Obviously less a few tomatoes because I shredded a load off of there yesterday, but they've picked up. They don't look half as drab. This is looking better. They've all uncurled now. All the leaves have gone curly and whatnot. Yeah, they really weren't looking great. But look, my fears are over, and we still have the male pollinating part at the top. So who knows? We could get some corn yet. I've got the little fluffy thing on my microphone, so I don't know if that is helping cut away the wind here, but it is breezy. So yeah, looking good. So we've got some corn coming. They've picked up. I'm going to flood them again now. I've come up straight after work, but I've ordered some of that diatomaceous earth. Is that am I saying that right? For the dreaded flea beetles. Look at all the weeds that have come up in that. Bugger. Oh well. Everything's picked up though. All the beans, they were all looking droopy and saggy yesterday. Everything was looking right sorry for itself, but it's all looking better. Having said that, I'm still going to flood it all again. Bonus crop coming up well. So yeah, do you know what? Even the leeks were looking sorry for themselves. They're looking all right now. And the parsnips were drooping a bit as well. So they've picked right back up. So that's good. So yeah, I'm going to give everything another water. And that's it. I've got nothing to pick today because I picked it all yesterday. So I'm going to give everything a water. And the next time I'll be up here will be in a day or two on the weekend, hopefully, if I've got nothing to do. I'm going to leave, so I've sowed more pak choi and more kohlrabi. I did have a look actually. Let's have a look, because I can see some brassica looking seedlings in here. Let me spin you around. Well, I think the kohlrabi has managed to bounce back from the flea beetle damage, and it started shooting out some more adult leaves. However, I have sown more kohlrabi at home, and it would appear the pak choi. No, is that pak choi? Or was that a bloody tomato? I just don't know. That looks like a tomato. That looks like pak choi. That looks a bit brassicary. There's so many damn weeds in here, I can't tell. So, whatever. I've sown more pak choi. I might be able to salvage the kohlrabi that's in there. I've now got plenty of spares, and I can fill in the gaps that got battered by the flea beetles. I can then pull all the weeds out, and I can sow some more pak choi, and then I'll sprinkle everything with a bit of diatomaceous earth and see if we can eradicate these little buggers. But it does seem like since the very, very baby leaves have passed and we're starting to get into the adult leaves, they've disappeared. There's like no damage really on any of these adult leaves, just like the first set that come out, and they seem to be resilient enough to get past that. These two here look like they're struggling a little bit, but again, the adult leaves are coming up fine. Now, I don't want to speak too soon because I might come up here on Saturday and they've battered these leaves as well, so we'll see. But whatever, I've got spares. Spares are growing, they've germinated, they're already up. Yeah, this stuff's probably big enough for me to start weeding now, which would be handy. But I've been thinking about this weed that's coming up. Now, a lot of the stuff that's coming up, I think, has come from the manure. Because half of this stuff is not stuff I've even put in the composter. A lot of grass is coming up. And a lot of this chickweed. I call this a chickweed, is that right? I think that's come from the manure that we've added, not the compost. Because we've no chickweed. I mean, tomatoes. Bloody tomatoes are coming up. Why are tomatoes coming up? I've not. That compost was 100% stuff that I've made, and I hadn't been here 2 months. And I first got this allotment, so it wasn't growing season. We were literally on like Operation Clear Up. There weren't no tomatoes here. So I'm getting grass seeds, chickweed, and tomatoes coming up in all this compost, which is making me think it's from the manure that I've added in, not my compost. It's still telling me the same thing, that my compost didn't get hot enough, or the manure wasn't well rotted enough, whatever. But I don't think it's from the weeds that we put in. I think it's from the manure, because all that stuff is stuff that we didn't put in the composter. Whatever, it's here bugging me, but it is what it is. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, that's it really. This was more of a sign-off video, because I forgot you yesterday, so apologies for that. But oh, actually, let me quickly show you the courgettes, because I thought they were going to be dead. If I'm honest, they look so limp. I thought they were over. At least one or two of them. I thought that they were goners. Bounce back. Resilient, these plants. Can you believe that? How limp was they? I mean, if you remember that, yeah, look at them. Back up again. Incredible, really. That as took a pasting. And that was laid flat, that was. It weren't barely 4 inches above the ground, and it stood right back up again. It looks ropey as, I mean, I've done it no favours, but I really could get in there and start shredding some of these. Look, we've got some powdery mildewy leaves. Yeah, look, that pepper plant was all limp and drab, and somehow I caught it just in time. Anyway, only a short one today, so I'm going to give this another drop, and that should be good then. It got a proper flooding yesterday. Do it again today, and that should be good now for a few days. Haven't got any rain forecast. Temperatures are up to 27 degrees today. It's cloudy and windy, but it's warm. I don't know why I've got a jumper on, because it is warm. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Hello, welcome back. It's been a few days since the last video. Not a lot's changed. We're just trying to keep up with the watering. Man, it is tough to keep up with this water. It's hot again in the UK. It's 30 something degrees today again. I'm getting red wheelbarrows and watering cans. Everything's looking real drab. Sweet corns have got corn finally, but I don't know how much pollen it's dropping now. And the leaves are limp. Yeah, I don't know. I think the problem is this ground is not absorbing the water. It's just got like a crust on the top that is just not allowing the water to soak in, because we've been away for 24 hours. That's it. My dad was here all day Sunday and told me he watered everything. It's now Tuesday, so it's just Monday that we've not been here. Look, like that's crazy for that kind of dehydration to occur. Now that can only be because there's not a great deal of moisture in the ground to start with. So for example, Dad's obviously watered, it gets a bit of it, them little roots at the top maybe grab what they can, the sun bakes off the rest of the water from the surface of the ground where the majority of it's going, and 24 hours later it's starving again. Yeah, look, there's just 24 hours of no water. So quite hard to get down here, like to commit 7 days to get down here every single day to water. My dad is retired through injury. He's had a surgery on his back, so the one job that really takes its toll on him here is watering. We're not allowed hoses here, so it's all watering cans, and it takes me an hour to water everything. So it would take my dad probably twice that, and probably give him a great deal of pain to do so. So I try and take the brunt of the watering, but to just skip one day and have everything wilting is, man, it's a lot. Pray for the rain. But it's okay. It just, the parsnips look like they could do with a bit. The carrots are looking okay. Potatoes are looking okay. They're quite resilient, aren't they, the potatoes? I definitely think we can harvest these 2 rows now. Listen, I can't imagine that he's going to give much more to the potatoes in the ground. But the odd one looks okay, but yeah, I think we can. Oh, the Swede, by the way, I don't know. I'll give up. That's gone. There's no seedlings that have come up that resemble any sort of brassica leaves that I can pick out. The beetroot, clear as day. I can see the beetroot like a country mile off. I cannot, for the life of me, distinguish a weed to a Swede in this lot. So, Swede will be a next year vegetable now. That most likely I'll do in plugs. Oh, I've just spun you around. I'm going to spin you back because look at these little buggers. So these are the little cucumbers for pickling cucumbers, and this is why I go back to. There's no reason why you can't sow cucumbers late July, early August, because look how quickly they're growing. I mean, that's probably 60 centimeters long now, that one there, and that's ready for training. That's ready for me to start training. So I could probably get some twine or some canes around this little teepee now and start training these plants upwards. So that's cool. No more weeds really popped up back out of here after we annihilated them. Oh man, look at the squash plant. That's looking sorry for itself. So do the beans. Just look at the pear. Just everything looks so thirsty. It's like one day. Isn't that crazy? God, look at this thing. That's where I sowed the kohlrabi. Look at it. And the packjoy. How about that for weeds? I mean, actually, I can see the kohlrabi. And the flea beetles. That's a flea beetle, if you didn't know. Come on, focus. That's a flea beetle. And I've only popped in after work, so I don't have it on me, but I have some diatomaceous surf. I don't think we had any surviving packjoy. No. The flea beetle's got all the pak choi. I mean, how the bloody hell am I supposed to find it in that lot anyway? So, listen, I need to get up here Saturday. There's a good amount of weeding that's to be done. And I sowed some more kohlrabi and pak choi at home in a... So, if I can get all the weeds out of there, I have got backups. So that's cool. The weird thing is, the only thing that ain't bloody dying is in the polytunnel where it's... Look at that bugger. There's a few to take. Lovely. But yeah, everything in here, go figure. But yeah, I reckon there's some potatoes along there we can take as well. But yeah, look at the corn, man. Look, and we've got bloody corns now. The leaves are all... They're just thirsty. They're thirsty. Everything's looking thirsty. Everything is looking thirsty. So, yeah. So this one's just a quickie. I'm going to get up here and water again. I'm going to pick some cucumbers. Let's go grab the cucumbers now. Look at that bugger. Twisty, twisty, twisty. Lovely. Well, at least there's some reward to this. Oh, there's a load. Oh my God, there's so many. Look at that size of that one. I've grown backups, by the way. I planted 10 and only 4 have germinated, but I've got 4 more cucumber plants that are in plug trays at home that will be coming up. I'm going to try and get another plant going, so when these start dying back we can maybe get a few more. We'll see. We can only but try. The kale's coming up, the cabloneros. So they seem to be, yeah, starting to get their little crinkly leaves now. So when we clear a bit of space in the brassica house, that's where these will be going. We've kept them in here to try and keep any flea beetle damage, which has worked. We've got no damage in here whatsoever. So that's handy, Harry. So yeah, I'm going to pick some cucumbers. And really, I think there's some courgettes to pick. I think you've seen enough of me picking courgettes. Yeah, we'll get watering. I need some water as well. Yeah, tomatoes. I think there's some tomatoes to pick. Probably some runner beans. Same stuff, really. The typical summer harvest. So I won't bore you with all that. But yeah. I hope you're all surviving the summer. The sun, that beast. Man. I mean, we can't moan, can we? We've had a bloody summer. We only moan when we don't get it. We'll moan that it's too wet. Then we moan it's too dry. But I'm looking forward to a bit of rain. Just to really soak everything, you know? To be honest with you, I feel like we could do with like a few good days of rain, like a week. Of just not like, you know, flash flooding, but just a bit of rain every day for a week, just to try and get the surface crust soft enough to start taking water again. Yeah, anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to get watering and get picking. I'll still show you what I've picked. Done. Mate, that's brutal in this heat. God knows they needed it. I've watered everything. It's over an hour and I've had a good old pick to show you. Look at that whopper. It's massive. I'm going to get out like a normal sized cucumber that you'd buy from the supermarket. That's kind of normal, I'd say. Mega. So courgettes galore. The butter sticks, the round ones, Clive's one, Black Beauty. Handful of beans and some tomatoes to ripen up at home. So not bad. I've been rewarded for watering, so that's not the end of the world. Let's have a little these are really sweet, these ones. Beautiful. Anyway, that's me done. I'm cooking. I'm going to go home. By the sounds of it, I'm going to be back here tomorrow. Got to do it. Catch you on the next one.